Here's the question then, A and B, and part C. Got it summarized here. Right, okay, so I'm going to move this bottom bit out of the way and do part A first. Then I'll worry about the other stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at part A then. So 2 sine theta minus 4 cosine theta. Let that equal this. So it's r sine theta cosine alpha minus r cosine theta sine alpha, using the compound angle formula. So the sines, r cos is 2. And the other one, r sine is 4. So tan alpha is 2 then, we can see that. And r is the square root of the two values squared, isn't it? Standard thing. So square root of 16 plus 4 is 20, which is 2 root 5. So those are the values then. Alpha to 3dp. So let's work out alpha. Root 20. 4.472. That's to 2 decimal places. Okay. So there's that part done. That's part A done. Okay, now part B then. Let's go down to here. Let's get this section and move it up so we got a bit more room. Okay. So we got h theta is equal to that. Just move this out of the way for a moment because I'll work on the first part of the problem. So h theta is equal to that, the maximum value of h theta. Okay, so h theta then is equal to 4 plus 5. 2 sine 3 theta minus 4 cos 3 theta. 2 sine 3 theta minus 4 cos 3 theta is equal to r sine 3 theta minus alpha, root 20 sine 3 theta minus alpha. Okay. Squared. So that's that squared. Right, good. So that's h theta. We put that value in. Okay, so h theta is equal to that. So that's equal to 4 plus 5 times, take the 20 out, as 100 sine squared 3 theta minus alpha. So there's h theta. So the maximum value of h3 theta will be max is, well, it's got to be 104. Hasn't it? Because the sign can vary from 1 to minus 1. So it has to be 104. The smallest value of theta at which this max occurs. So when does sine squared theta 3 theta minus alpha equal 1? Sine squared 3 theta minus alpha equals 1 when sine 3 theta minus alpha is equal to 1 or minus 1. or minus 1. So we need to look at that more closely, don't we? Okay, good. So let's just give ourselves some room. So here then, so let's have a quick look. CAST, sign is positive here and here. So that would be alpha. Sine alpha is 1, so alpha is 90. Easy to see. So 3 theta minus alpha is equal to 90. The next one would be, it's asking for the smallest value of theta in the range. So this would be pi over 2, because we're dealing in radians. That would be the smallest value, so 3 theta is equal to pi over 2 plus alpha. And theta will be pi over 6 plus alpha over 3, which equals, and this one would give 3 theta minus alpha. Instead of it being 1, it'd be minus 1, it'd be down here. Alpha would be 90. The acute angle would be 90. So the first angle would be around at 270, which would give a bigger solution. So we're not interested in that. Okay, good. So this is the one we're interested in. Alpha is equal to 3dp 4.472. So it's pi over 6. Pi over 6 pi divided by 6 plus alpha root 20 square root 20 divided by 3. 2.0143, so it's 2.014 radians. Okay, so that's the smallest theta is the answer there. Now here the minimum value of h theta, so let's have a look at that. So I'll put it down the bottom and I'll work above it. So the minimum value, that would happen, what's the minimum value? Here it is here, it would happen when, okay, it would happen when sine is 0, the minimum value would be 4. And part 2, when does this occur? Well, it occurs when the sine thing 3 theta minus alpha is 0. We want the smallest values, so clearly sine of 0 is 0. If you do the acute angle, CAST, sine you could say is positive even though it's 0. Alpha is 0, shift sine of 0 is 0. So that would give the smallest value, it looks like, doesn't it? 0 radians, so 3 theta is equal to alpha, so theta is equal to alpha over 3. So that's root 20 over 3, wasn't it? What was alpha? That was r. Alpha. Tan of alpha is 2, which I didn't work out. I haven't worked out alpha here in the question. So shift tan alpha. Shift tan 2. 63. I need to be in degrees mode. 3 equals shift tan 2. I'm still not in the mode. Shift mode 3. Okay, shift tan 2. That still looks like radians is 4, sorry. So shift tan 2. 1.107. 1.107. Better put that in because that's what it asks for, to 3dp, not R. And then here, I better work out this again, hadn't we? Before we go over. So there's alpha, so it's pi over 6 plus alpha over 3. So it's pi divided by 6 plus alpha divided by 3. 0.893. Okay, alpha's shift tan 2. So theta down here, shift tan 2 divided by 3, 0.369. That was the 3dp. And this is the 3dp. And there's the values of theta that are there, where these values occur, smallest values of theta. Just looked at the solutions, and it does help to read the question before you actually do the problem, because it doesn't say the smallest value on the second part, part C. It says the largest value of theta between 0 and pi. So the other possibility, the next value along, would be when it's equal to 2 pi here, sine is 0 or 1 full turn, which is 2 pi. So 2 pi. So 3 theta is alpha or 2 pi plus alpha. So the answer would be one of these, 2 pi plus alpha over 3. Because alpha is small, this is actually going to be in the range. It's equal to 2 pi plus tan to the minus 1 of 2 over 3. So let's work that out, see what we get. 2 times pi plus tan to the minus 1 of 2, all in a bracket, and then divide that by 3. 2.463, and that was the 3 decimal places. And that's the answer for part C corrected.